Hey guys, as promised, this is Diana, your TA from Seton Hall University. Today we're going to talk about dilutions. We're going to work on some problems just to prepare for the midterm. Please take this seriously. I'm going to do some examples on the whiteboard, and then I'm going to send you guys a worksheet with all of the problems and solutions. If you want to, you can put all of the problems in ChatGPT and make new numbers just so you can practice on your own and know how to do them. So, let's start with number 1. If you can pull up the first file that I sent you, which should say Intro to Dilution Practice Problems with Solutions. I suggest you guys don't look at solutions just yet, so we can work together. Well, let's start. So I'm going to write the problem down just so you guys, if you don't have access to the file or you don't want to open it, we're on the same page with the problem. So we have solution A. Solution A has 1.20 milligrams of protein per milliliter. Solution B has 3.10 milligrams. Let me just do it like this. Milligrams of protein per milliliter. If you combine 34 milliliters of solution A with 19 milliliters of solution B, what is the protein concentration? I'm going to write concentration like this, sorry guys. Protein concentration of the new solution. Round the answer to do decimal places. I'm not going to write that bit down. But in any case, so we have 120 milligrams of solution A, and that's per milliliter. And then we have 19 milliliters of solution A. So now if we have 1.20 milligrams per 1 milliliter and we have 19 milliliters, we should multiply these. So let's talk about solution A. Just solution A at this point. So I'm going to write an arrow. So we have 1.20 milligrams of protein per milliliter. And we're going to multiply by 19 milliliters. Oh, sorry. Solution A, 34 milliliters of solution A. My bad, let me not confuse you. Actually, I can use different colors to outline this problem. It's going to probably make things a little easier. So, give me one sec. I'll just choose a different color. This is a milliliter. Okay, let me use red for one of them, and let me use blue for the other. One sec. Sorry, my light is going to fall down. I don't want that. Okay, so solution A, 120 milligrams per protein per milliliter, and then we have 34 of solution A. For the second one, we have solution B, 3.10 milligrams of protein per milliliter, and then we have 19 milliliters of solution B. Sounds good? Sounds good. So now we're working with solution A. We have 1.20 milligrams of protein per 1 milliliter. If you guys want, we can actually do this, 1 milliliter, times, and then how many grams do we have? 34. 34 milliliters, sorry. So now what we're going to do, we're going to cancel out. We have milliliters here, we have milliliters here. That's going to cancel out. Then we have 1.20 times 34, and that's going to give us 40.8 milligrams. Now let's talk about solution B. Solution B. So for solution B, we have 3.10 milligrams. So 3.10 milligrams over 1 milliliter because it's per milliliter. And then we have 19 milliliters of solution B. So times 19 milliliters over 1 just because, it's a placeholder. We're going to cancel these out. What are we getting? We are getting 58.9 milligrams. Now, let's figure out our total volume of the new solution. we're just looking at the solutions now. We're not looking at the total volumes. Let's talk about the total volumes, right? So we had we had 34 milliliters of solution A, and we had 19 milliliters of solution B. How much is that going to be? So 34 milliliters plus 19 milliliters. How much is that going to be? That will be 53 milliliters. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take these. This is our new protein milligrams. We're combining two, correct? So we're going to add them together. What's this plus this? That's going to be 99.7 milligrams. So this is our total protein. Total protein. This is our total volume. Total volume. What's total protein over total volume? So that's what we're going to do. 99.7 milligrams all over 53 milliliters. And that's going to give us 1.88 milligrams per milliliter. So that's going to be our new concentration. Sounds good? So let's walk through the problem one more time. We have two solutions. We're combining both of them, and we're trying to figure out the new protein concentration of the new solution. What we're going to do, we're going to calculate how much protein we have in every single solution, and we're going to do that by multiplying the milligrams per milliliter times how much milliliters we have. So 1.20 times 34, 3.10 times 19. We're going to figure out how much protein we have in total for solution A and for solution B. For that, we need to add them together. We're going to get the number that we get. And then we need to calculate the final volume. So we had 34 milliliters of one solution, 19 milliliters of a second solution. We're combining them together. So we're going to figure out the final volume by by adding them together. So 34 plus 19 is going to be 53. And then we're going to divide the total new protein concentration over the total volume. Milligrams. So total new protein over total new volume. And that's going to give us our new protein concentration. Please refer to this again. I made a note of it in the first document that I'm going to send you. Now let's look at a different problem. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to erase this. Okay. Let me just adjust this. Okay. So, problem number 2. The concentration of a salt solution is 3.8 milligrams per milliliter. 124 milliliters of this is placed in a beaker and allowed to evaporate until 92 milliliters remains. What is the salt concentration then? And we're going to assume that the water evaporates, but the salt does not. The salt is just going to crystallize, which kind of makes sense. We're going to round the answer to 1 decimal place. In any case, we had 3.8 milligrams of salt over 1 milliliter, right? We got this from the problem. It's right here. And now we're taking 124 milliliters of that, right? So let me just outline this. We have 124 milliliters of that. So to get how many milligrams we have in total, we're going to multiply this by 124. 124 milliliters over 1. The milliliters are going to cancel out. Once again, we're just trying to find how much milligrams we're going to have in the end, in the solution. So if we have 3.8 milligrams in 1 milliliter and we have 124 milliliters, we're just trying to find the total amount of milligrams of salt in that solution. So 3.8 times 124 milliliters is going to equal to 471.2 milligrams. Sounds good? Cool. So this is how much salt in 124 milliliters, right? But now we put it into a beaker and we're allowing the volume to evaporate. So volume evaporates to 92 milliliters. We had 471.2 milligrams, correct, of salt. The salt does not change, only the water evaporates. So now it's going to be 471.2 milligrams all over 92 milliliters, right? Just because that's our new volume. So let me just highlight it here. That's our new volume. So 471.2 milligrams of salt, the salt does not change, over 92 milliliters, that's going to be 5.1 milligrams per milliliter. I suggest you do more of these problems. Just plug it into ChatGPT, ask for new numbers, and kind of just, just for your own sake, kind of do a couple of these problems just to get familiar with the structure. Now, let's work on another problem. My bad. Okay. So let me just adjust the screen. Okay. Whew. Okay. So, number 3. Let's do this. You're asked to dilute 67 milliliters of a 21% weight to volume sugar solution (1 to 7). So how much solvent must you add? So we had 67 milliliters of a 21% weight to volume solution. So let's highlight that. 27 milliliters of a 21% weight to volume sugar solution. So we're trying to dilute it to 1 to 7. Let's see how that turns out for us. So 67 milliliters of 21% weight to volume solution. We're trying to dilute 1 to 7. So 1 part is 67 milliliters, right? That's going to be 1 part that's given in our solution. Now, we're trying to figure out the other 6 parts. 67 milliliters times 6 other parts, because we already have 1 part, we're just looking for the 6 other ones to make it 7. 6 times 67 is going to be equal to 402 milliliters. 1 part is 67. 6 parts is 402 milliliters. And that's going to be how much solvent we add. And in the end, 1 plus 6 is going to equal to 7 parts. And our total volume, 67 plus 402, is going to be 469 milliliters. So that's going to be our solvent added. Sounds good? So it's pretty much a multiplication problem. Let's go through it one more time. So we have 67 milliliters of a 21% solution. We don't really care that it's a 21% solution. We just care that it's 1. 67 milliliters is equal to 1 part. 67 is 1 part, so if we need 6 more parts to make 7, that's going to be 402 milliliters, so that's how much solvent is added. In total, we're going to have 7 parts, and we're going to have 469 milliliters of total solution. Okay, let's work on our next problem. So our next problem actually relates to this one. So we're going to talk about the sugar concentration of the new solution. So, in the previous problem, what is the sugar concentration of the new solution. So yeah, of the new solution. And we're going to express it, so in the first part, we're going to express it as weight to volume, or actually as percent weight to volume, my bad, as percent weight to volume. And then we're going to do a second part, which is going to look at grams over milliliters. So let's look at this. We have a 20%, 21% solution. And we're looking at one part, right? Now we're going to do something like this. We had 7 parts in the end, right? We're doing 1:7 dilution. So 1:7 dilution. So we're going to have one part, we're going to have 7 parts. So we're just solving for x in this case. If you remember how to do it, we're going to take 21 times 1, which is going to be 21, divided by 7. So 21% all over 7 is equal to x, right? 21 over 7, that's going to be 3. So 3%. Or another case, that's going to be 3 grams over 1,000 milliliters. Sorry, 100. My bad. 100 milliliters. Or 0.03 grams all over milliliter. That's just different ways to say the same thing. Let's talk about it one more time. So, we had 21% solution, weight over volume, in the beginning. Here we have it. That's going to be equal to 1 part, right? 1 times 21. We're looking at 7 parts. So 21 divided by 7, that's going to be 3% solution. We're diluting it down, 3% solution. Now, it's going to be 3% solution is equal to 3 over 100, correct? Right? That's going to be 3%. So 3 grams over 100 milliliters. Sounds good, sounds good. Another way to write the same thing, 3 over 100 is going to be 0.03. So 0.03 grams over 1 milliliter. Okay, this is the first document. I think we finished this bit. So I'm going to make another video for the other document. Thank you.